The Battle Pass is a very big part of modern gaming. It's a reward track that gives you limited rewards tied to that game's update or season. But most Battle Passes also have an additional premium pass, usually costing around $10 and gives you even better rewards than the free pass. Usually if you buy the premium pass, as long as you complete it, you'll get your money back and can buy every future Battle Pass, free of charge. Now I won't lie, the Battle Pass shtick has overstayed its welcome for a while now. Like, free-to-play games? Fine. You know, it makes sense. It was for the game to make money so they can keep producing great things for the game. But then some $80 video games have battle passes. Like what? It's very tiring for some people, and I agree. I would like all my content to be earnable if I paid money for your game. Now that we're done talking about what a battle pass is, let's talk about a game that basically created or popularized battle passes. Fortnite. Fortnite is usually the game when the topic battle passes come up, for better or for worse. Back when Fortnite was still Save the World, they dropped a game mode called Battle Royale, and it took the world by storm. It took what Battle Royale games were doing at the time and made it more cartoony with its art style and its building mechanics. People were hooked. And to incentivize people to play more, they added battle passes, a way to grind for cosmetics, complete challenges, and more. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. The history of the Fortnite Battle Pass, from now to all the way back in Chapter 1, Season 1. Let's go! But before the video starts, I just gotta say, use code SushiHushi in the Fortnite item shop if you enjoyed the video. Chapter 1, Season 1. They added a, not a battle pass. A lot of new Fortnite players will be surprised to know that Fortnite didn't have a battle pass in Season 1, rather they had a season shop. How it works is once you hit the level goal it asked you for, the cosmetics would unlock for you. To buy. Yeah, you had to buy them. It meant that anyone could buy the cosmetic, nothing locked behind any premium door, but you had to spend more money than a typical battle pass. It was silly. And I know it's not a battle pass, but I just felt like it was worth talking about here. Also, it's really hard to level up back in old Fortnite, so not many people got the privilege to buy these cosmetics. At the time, I know that these came back, but you know, I'm just saying. I'm glad they scrapped this idea and went with a more consumer-friendly approach to the Battle Pass. Speaking of which, Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 2 saw the introduction of the Battle Pass. For 950 V-Bucks, you'd be able to grind at 75 tiers. You're probably scratching your head like, Sushi, 75 tiers? I thought Battle Passes had 100. Yes, there was only 75 tiers in the Battle Pass. You're also probably thinking, oh, that's nice, so since there was short, it was pretty easier to level up too. And I'd say, wrong! A lot of people I know that played around that time that got the Battle Pass weren't able to complete said pass. From what I remember, it was a grind to get Black Knight. That's why he is such a highly regarded skin now. He was a big achievement if you were able to get him. But people liked the Battle Pass. It was a fun way to have a goal to reach for, and it gave some players some really cool cosmetics for a cheap price. But the Battle Pass would once again change in Chapter 1, Season 3. They added 25 more tiers and a new cosmetic type, the contrail. Nowadays, contrails are kind of overlooked, but at the time they were really cool. This Battle Pass also holds some of the most iconic Fortnite skins in history, like Darth Voyager, Elite Agent, and motherfucking John Wick! Just kidding, it's the Reaper. Funny thing about this skin started the whole, if you see said tier 100 early in the season, then you know you were facing someone that knows what they're doing. Either that or they just used their mom's credit card. The bastards. That faded away pretty quick though. I just thought it was funny to mention. Something that's really cool about battle passes is that they introduced a new cosmetic type every season. Like in Season 4, we got sprays, which is whatever. I don't really think people were jumping out of their seats for sprays back in the day, but this just led to more possibilities. But before we discuss Season 5, we gotta talk about the one thing that this season brought that changed the battle pass forever. The secret skin. If you're able to complete a list of challenges, you unlock a secret outfit that's either related to the story of the season or something completely random. But it was a really cool addition, a little bonus for people that play the game and do quests. This feature would stay around and mostly stay the same besides the skins not really being secret anymore. That's about it. But with the recent Battle Pass of Chapter 6 Season 3, it looks like the secret skins have been canned, which is kind of upsetting. The only reason why I would think they would give it the boot was because they were really not secret, and they'd rather probably give more skins of recolors, which is kind of lame. Or because of something that we'll talk about later in the video. V-Buck price increase. Back to the main topic. In Season 5, we got toys in the Battle Pass, which were quietly canned after Chapter 1's end. An interactive item in-game that can be used to do things on the map, where we just kept getting more and more things. Like in Season 6, we got pets. No, not like those pets. I'm talking about back bling pets. Little guys that would sit on your back and would interact with things you did in-game, which once again, were quietly canned once Chapter 1 ended. We did also get lobby music in this season, which didn't get canned, but it did get replaced by jam tracks later down the line. Well, I hope next season we actually get something that stays around for years and years to come. Oh my god, wraps! Season 7 brought probably the best cosmetic items since the start of these battle passes, wraps or weapon camos. These are still being made to this day and are probably one of my favorite cosmetic items. They just made some really cool wraps in this game. The wraps at the start were pretty okay, but they got better with time. Now I'm gonna stop talking about the new items for a second, and we're gonna go back to Season 4 when we got something new and revolutionary. Progressive skins. They probably have a different name, but you'll understand the concept from the name. Basically, you would like a skin like Carbine right when you buy the Battle Pass, but the more XP you gain in Fortnite, the more evolved the skin would become. In Season 4, they made it so that only stayed for that season, which was kind of odd, but after this Season 5, the challenges to evolve the skin would stay until you completed it. That's why Omega with lights is looked at so highly, because he was a grind to get. The progressive skin shtick would sadly go away in favor for past level 100 awards, which I personally prefer the progressive skins, but I guess it's just easier for super level recolors that look like shit. Anyway, back to Season 8. There are a few things to look at to figure out what was the big thing added with this season. Either the fact that this was the first free Battle Pass if you did challenges in Season 7, or the fact that you could do your Battle Royale challenges together with friends, with the Party Quest feature, which doesn't exist anymore for some reason. Like, I don't know, I like that feature. I think they should bring it back, honestly. But I'd say it's probably the newly added traversal emotes. The first from what I've seen was the Kongi emote from the Battle Pass, which they are still being made to this day, so that's very cool. In Chapter 1, Season 9, we got dual-wield pickaxes. Not really my cup of tea, especially at around this time. Every pickaxe that released was a fucking dual-wield pickaxe, but a very nice addition to the cosmetic family. Season X didn't really have a cosmetic type, but it was the first Battle Pass to introduce remixed outfits, which most people aren't a fan of. I think it's fine, and honestly, some of the skins in this pass look better than their original outfits. But the next season after Season X would change the Battle Pass forever. Past 10 seasons, the layout of the Battle Pass has never changed. But with Chapter 2, they changed it. Honestly, for its first ever major redesign, it did the job for me. It looks sleek, it looks nice. Good job, Epic. And now,
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a tier list.
it's gonna take too long to go into each in depth. We're gonna speed run through them all. Here's my tier list for every Battle Pass layout design. The classic, very nicely formatted, but it's also not my favorite layout, but I do love and I miss this layout. It is very simplistic and nice, and I miss it every day. Chapter 2, Season 1. It's the whole Battle Pass in one page, very sleek and easy to navigate. Chapter 2, Season 2 to Chapter 2, Season 3. Basically the same as last, but it has pages now. Chapter 2, Season 4 to Season 6. Very similar to the last, just added a few thingies here on the top left. Chapter 2, Season 7 to Chapter 3, Season 4. I honestly really like this one. This is when they added the Get What You Want feature to the Battle Pass, which is such a nice change, and I gotta say, the format fit that perfectly. Chapter 4, Season 1 through the Simpsons season. This is honestly the best looking Battle Pass in my opinion. I mean, it was good enough for them to not change it for how many seasons, so works for me. Chapter 6 onwards. As of recording this, Chapter 6 is still going, and the Battle Pass layout is still the same. And I gotta say, I love the way everyone has their own intro when you hover over them. It just gives the characters so much personality. Man, but sometimes this thing sucks. I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I try to go to the extra rewards and back, it just gets very clunky. There's just so much, like, they need to like compact it a little bit, just a little bit, and I feel like this would be perfect. Now, trust me, I would love to go into more depth for each, but we would literally be here all day. So to wrap it up a little bit here, I'm gonna skim through the seasons that added new cosmetic types or things like that. Chapter 2, they started doing super styles, additional styles for certain skins you achieve after passing a certain level threshold. But from seasons 1 through 2, they were wanting you to reach some crazy level mark just to get them all. Like, for example, fully golden Agent Pele is one of the rarest skins in the game. You had to get to level 300 just to start making him gold, and then you had to get him to level 350 to get it fully golden. What? And thinking back, you're maybe like,
well, chapter 2, season 2 was extended a lot, so you probably would you would think more people would have it.
but no, there just wasn't a lot of content updates near the end of this season, so not many people really cared to even grind this. Like, I didn't care to grind it. Like, I played, but there was no way I was getting to that level. Later in Chapter 2, Season 4, with the Marvel season, they refined the super styles a lot better and have just built off this system ever since. In this season, to get every super style, you had to hit level 220, way more achievable than level 350. This was also changed later down the line to just be 200, way more reasonable. Like I mentioned during my ranking of formats in Chapter 2 Season 7, they introduced unlocking what you want. As long as you hit either a certain level or unlock, you'll be able to get whatever you want. This formula would be changed in Chapter 6, making it so you get unlock sets after hitting a certain level, letting you skip to any Battle Pass page you want. Besides level 85, you have to hit either level 80 to 85 to unlock these last pages for the Battle Pass, which I do really love this feature. Just letting me skip to whatever I want and let me unlock whatever I want. I just find that really nice. To end off the video, we're sadly gonna have to talk about the worst Battle Pass thing ever. They decreased the prices of the Battle Passes, but at the same time, they lowered the amount of V-Bucks you get in the pass. Before, you'd be able to unlock 1,500 V-Bucks in the pass. Enough V-Bucks, yes, to get the next pass, but also some V-Bucks for yourself, so you can maybe buy an emote, buy a wrap, buy a thing, whatever, even maybe save up a few seasons, be able to buy your own skin. You know, it was very nice for those people that couldn't buy certain things. Now you only get enough for next season, which is just kind of scummy. It made Fortnite's battle passes seem like the best of the best. Now it's slightly below that level. Like, you still get a lot, you still get your money's worth, but it definitely feels like they lowered themselves a little bit here. And with that, that's the history of the Fortnite Battle Pass, where it started and where it is now. I probably skipped over some things, but the things I did talk about were probably the biggest standouts in this conversation. At the start of the Battle Pass, they just evolved and evolved, adding new cosmetic items each season. As unfortunate as it is that this went away after a while, it only made sense most of these new cosmetic types or items lost support only after the first chapter. Toys, sprays, and pets, no one really uses these. Sprays are still added in battle passes, but are mainly just there for filler. But I will say, it was really cool seeing them try to innovate the battle pass with each season. Wraps, traversal emotes, progressive skins, and letting you unlock what you want are probably the best things the battle passes have brought. And the worst is definitely the price decrease and the less V-Bucks in said battle passes. Ugh! If you liked the video, let me know down in the comments what your favorite battle pass is, or what you would add to the battle pass, or whatever. Just anything about battle passes, let me know in the comments section. I want to know what you guys are thinking about the battle pass stuff. And if you'd like to support me, once again, use code SushiHushi in the item shop. It helps me a lot. If you like the video, also like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. I will see y'all later.